Hi everyone, good morning. Let's look at a new pattern and a new week. Going to actually see if there's a string today. Oh, look, there's a spring number 1 and a spring number 2. Let's take a look at them. Let me get rid of this little. Okay, spring number 1 is flower-like shape. I'm going to put them on this page as a reference, but I think I'm going to put them both on one page since they can be either. So I'm going to do a little box here and a little box here, and that will be 2 places to do spring number 1 and spring number 2. Spring number 1, our inspiration is a big daisy-like string. Like that. And spring number 2, let's go back and find spring number 2. Spring number 2 is that. Oh, that's a pretty inspiration. I like that. I like that just as it is. That could be a tangle in and of itself, couldn't it? Okay, so spring number 2 is inspired. Like that. So those are our 2 inspirations if we decide to use a string for this week. All right, set that aside. Give you my phone to get it in focus. Okay, and then go back. If you guys are hearing a lot of noise, the contractor's here today and he is grading. The walls are done. Hallelujah, the walls are done, but now they're grading the yard. And so the backhoe or the bobcat will be doing a lot of work today, and so it might be loud in the background, just so you know. So we're going to go to pattern and focus and find today's pattern, which is going to be one by Leila Holter. This one is called Bellamy. So it looks like we're gonna, first thing we're gonna do is make a row of V shapes and then put a line down. So we have a row of Y's. I can just draw a row of Y's to start with. And then we're going to put the V shape on the bottom so that it matches. So it looks like a guy doing jumping jacks. And then we're gonna connect them together here, which will give us this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, this 8-sided shape. Inside that shape, we're going to draw like a box, a rectangle, and then going behind, going the other way, we're going to do a rectangle going that way, and then you can fill that in, and that's the end of it. And then here's some samples of what we can go for. Look at, she's done it. See how they're not even? She's done it in the round. That's very interesting. And then here. So really you want that man in a jumping jack shape. And then it doesn't really matter whether they're perfectly symmetrical or not. See, she's got them going kind of sideways, kind of going around, different shapes, different directions. So that's interesting. Gotta turn on my light. Everybody close your eyes. My husband said his co-worker literally likes this part where I say, close your eyes. Ah! So that's for you, AJ. Let's see. What color shall I draw on today? Should I do dark one, the kind of peach colored one, the white one, or the beige one? What does this tangle say it wants? I think it wants to be on that one, the one on the bottom. All right. Excuse me. I need a little drink. Alrighty, folks. Let's see. Do I want a string? No, not really. I do think I want a border, because I don't know where I'm headed with these things yet. So let me give myself a little border, just in pencil. And, oh, that reminds me, I need to go through that. Let me stick that over there. That will remind me something. I just thought of something that I need to do. Okay, so I'm going to draw these shapes. Like that. I'm going to do these like Y jumping jack sort of shapes. And they may not be exactly perfect. As a matter of fact, I know they won't be exactly perfect, and that's okay. And maybe one more. You don't see the other arm on that guy. Alright, so then we're going to just connect these up. If they don't connect directly, that's okay. I'll just figure it out. Like that. This one has to go this way, and you would see part of this ended up like that. You'd see part of that, you'd see maybe a little bit of this, and maybe a little bit of that, like that. Okay, and then coming through here, we're going to do this rectangle like that. Okay, I can do this. This one looks harder than it is, I think. And I think I'm going to want to make that border actually a hard border, and I think I might get a brush border. So give me a moment here. I'm gonna give myself a lovely little brush border. All right, and then we go the other direction. Underneath, like so. Like that. And the original pattern has us coloring in this bit here. And I'm going to go ahead and do that just so that it matches the original. I'm going to get my bigger pen though. A little bit bigger. Not huge, but a little bit bigger. I'm just going to color these guys in like this, because that's how the original one shows. So how was your weekend? You know, since I'm a week behind, this weekend was Easter weekend. And that's a very hectic time for us. Wasn't too bad for me. It was really hard on my husband, though. Since he does the overhead projector audio-visual part of church services, and since our good friend was still in the hospital, he was doing both the sound and the computer part for Maundy Thursday service, Good Friday service, Saturday Easter service for another church that he was helping, because that's something that our friend does, but he has been stepping in while our friend's been in the hospital. So last couple weeks he's been doing their services as well. And then of course Sunday morning. So he had 4 services to build the slideshow programs for and man the sound. That was a lot. He's exhausted. And then we went down and visited our friend. I gave him the new painting. And he really appreciated that. And I'm glad. Got to get him home, got to get him well. So keep praying, folks. He appreciates everybody's well wishes. And then of course the contractor's doing his thing. I am so glad the block walls are done. And now that they're to the point where they have to start grading the yard, I'm hoping that means that they're going to take their stuff that they've strewn all over the place. It looks like a war zone. I'm hoping that that will get cleaned up a little, because it's starting to really drive me crazy. That's pretty. I like that. And then I think maybe I'll do going the other way as well, maybe. But I think I want them... I'm going to do shorter wise. Further apart. So I did them shorter and further apart, which should give me a differently shaped see, I made them more long and skinny. Differently shaped. Still an 8-sided shape, but it's slightly differently shaped. Like that. And then I think I want, I'm going to try the kind of more round looking. Maybe with a like that, kind of like a lace. You do laced. Yeah. You guys see what I'm doing? So I'm doing like a little curve with a dot on the end. A little curve with a dot on the end, and then going this way. And that way it looks like a piece of lace or twine or something. Do that. Like that. And then go that way. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do that. You won't really see the end of that one. You'll see the end of this one. And that one. Like that. And then same sort of thing. Like that. Something like that. And then zoom out a little bit because a little more perspective on the thing. Then I think I want to do something with these. I'm just gonna come out and like that. And I'm just going to have them just kind of go wherever they feel led. And this one might have, let's do this one first. This one's gonna come this way. And this one's gonna go this way. And then this one maybe will come out and come this direction. And it'll come from over here. And that one will just go like that. And maybe this one will be coming from there and it'll come this way. Just because. Yep. And it needs one here. Just because. All right, now I can do the magic of the pencil. This was called Bellamy. Let's see, which direction do I want Bellamy to live? I kind of like it that way. And then a bit of shading. Oops, I need to sharpen my pencil. Pardon me while I do that. And I'm going to do everything that's overlapping first, and then decide if there's anything else I want to shade. There's lots of overlaps amongst all these ins and outs and ups and downs here. That goes around that. And that goes there, and this goes overlapping there, and this overlaps like that. On there, turn it around so I reduce the amount of smudging my hand does. And there, like that. Oops, this one here overlaps. Okay. Bendy stick. Don't have a lot to say right now. That's okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, that one. All right, is there anything else I want to do? Yeah, I think I want to make those shapes have a direction, like a light source coming at them. So I think maybe I'm going to do like that, just this one side of all of them. And the top, maybe. Like that. Let's see what that does. I think we use the bigger blender. Oops, not that one. This one. It just gives a big old fat blendy. Because it has a fatter tip. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Alright, so then I want to do that on these as well. But I think these ones are going to have an outside shadow. Like this. That. Yeah, I'm going to do that on the other side too. That one's just got a whole different look to it. So now instead of it being floating in space, it's like touching another surface, like it's some kind of bracelet or something sitting on a table. Yeah, that works. Okay, I think she's done. That was a good one to start the week. I will see you guys tomorrow. Go out and do something nice for someone today. You never know when your little act of kindness will just turn somebody's day around when they've been having a bad one. And so I just ask that you, you know, let's go out there and one person at a time, we just make the world a better place, all right? I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.